I'm sure that all of us can recall times when family and friends made all the difference in the world. Times of illness, death, betrayal, economic hardships are somehow easier when family and friends stand with us. For centuries, Native Americans had no written language, but the meaning of their words were often striking. For example, the word friend in one tribe can be translated in English as the ones who carry my joys and sorrows on their back. Today's gospel is another story about the power of friendship. We have the paralytic being carried by 4 nameless friends to encounter Jesus. And when they get close, they can't get in the house. But they're very inventive. They go up to the roof, take parts of the roof off, and lower the paralyzed man down. And he encounters the Lord. His sins are forgiven, and eventually he's also healed of that which paralyzed him. I've mentioned before a technique in praying the scriptures that's identified primarily with the Jesuit spirituality. And in it, when you have a story like this, you identify with different characters and see how it is that you might have experienced this encounter with the Lord. In today's gospel, we could, among other things, identify with the paralytic, and then we might identify with one of the 4 friends. Imagine what it means in this technique when you think of yourself as paralyzed, that you cannot move arms or limbs. Maybe sometimes we're symbolically paralyzed. Perhaps when a loved one dies or a serious illness occurs, we feel that we just cannot move. That's when we need to let ourselves be carried by friends. Not necessarily literally, but symbolically again. Think of the times others have carried you through, made it possible for us to encounter the Lord and walk again. Maybe our friends literally carried us to the Lord. In our Catholics Returning Home program that's underway, several of them are there because friends or family invited them to be part of this process of reconnecting with church. As we gather in prayer this afternoon, perhaps we could be attentive to those in our circle, our own family and friends, who have helped us at various times. It could be parents or children or spouses, siblings, or just friends. Or instead of identifying with the paralytic, maybe we could see ourselves as one of the friends. We're there to help the one who is paralyzed. We know that he wants to see Jesus, but cannot get there. So we reach out and help. We need to recognize the importance of friendship, community, we would call it within the faith tradition, that we are never in this alone. There's always somebody that is willing to relate with us, and if we let them, to help us. We are part of a larger Christian family, and we need to see how at various times in our lives we need to do the carrying, and at other times allow someone else to carry us. Friends are the ones who carries my sorrows and my joys on their back.